Good morning, my name is Akayla. I'll be your nurse for today. I'm here to perform a physical assessment. You have the right to refuse this physical assessment. The assessment will be completely confidential. Do you consent to this assessment?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start with the assessment. If I was in a real patient's room, then I would provide patient privacy by closing the doors and everything and closing the curtain. So I'm going to start by just looking at the head overall in general. Making sure that it's symmetrical on both sides. Nothing abnormal really noted just by inspecting it and looking at it. So I'm going to go ahead and go with a palpation of the head. And you just let me know if you feel any pain.
No pain.
Okay. Okay, and he said that he doesn't feel any pain. I'm going to go ahead and palpate the temporal arteries. Okay, and they're equal on both sides. I'm going to palpate the submandibular joints. Open your mouth for me. You can close it. Any pain felt with that? Okay, clench your teeth for me. Okay, he clenched the teeth good against resistance and open it. Okay, no clicks or anything noted with that. Okay, can you raise your eyebrows for me? Close your eyes tightly and frown. Okay. Smile for me. I just want to look at all teeth to make sure they're intact or anything, and it looks good. And puff out your cheeks for me. Okay, and that looks good. Next, I'm going to look at his eyes. I'm going to go ahead and do the Snellen chart, and I'm going to stand about 10 feet away, and he'll be looking at this chart over here, and you can just tell me which line you can see the best at.
E, D, F, C, Z, L. Wait, F? No, P.
Okay, and that's about a 20/40. You can go ahead and sit down for me. Okay, so then I'm going to check for the extraocular movements, and you just look at my hand. Don't move your face or anything. Just move your eyes when I move my hand. Okay. Just follow the movement. Okay. Okay, and that was good. Next, I'm going to check the pupil's reaction to light. Okay, pupils are equal, round, and reactive to light. The sclera is white, no jaundice or anything noted. No drainage noted in his eyes. His iris is brown, and his pupil size is about a 4. I'm just going to, his eyebrows and eyelashes are all intact. The hair is fully grown. Just going to do a light palpation. Just let me know if you feel any pain with that.
No pain.
Okay, and that's good. Okay. Okay, so next I'm going to inspect the ears. No drainage noted in his ears. I'm going to palpate to make sure he doesn't feel any pain anywhere around there. Any pain? Okay, so next I'm going to perform a whisper test, and I'll whisper something in your ear, and you just let me know if you hear it or not, okay? And just repeat back what I whisper. All right.
White.
Okay.
Blue.
Okay, his hearing is fine. He whispered back the exact same thing that I whispered to him. Next, I'm going to inspect the nose to make sure it's symmetrical on both sides. No drainage or anything noted. I'm going to do a palpation of the maxillary sinuses. Just let me know if you feel any pain with that, okay?
Okay.
You feel any pain?
Mm-mm.
Okay. What about then the frontal sinuses? Any pain?
No pain.
Okay, that's good. So next I'm going to get you to occlude one side of your nostril and just sniff for me. Do the other side. Okay, that's good. Next I'm going to And then when I was doing the head assessment, another thing that we want to check for, we want to make sure that the sensory perception on the face is good. So with that, you just use like just the cotton, and you just let me know when you feel it. Okay.
Okay. I feel it. I feel it.
Okay, that's good. There was just a head assessment that I forgot on the front page. So next, I'm going to inspect the mouth. Just open your mouth for me. No lesions or anything noted in his mouth. His teeth is intact. The cheeks are pink. His tongue looks fine. It looks normal. Can you say ah for me? The uvula moves up when the patient says ah. Looking at the hard and soft palate here. Okay, and lift your tongue up for me. Okay, the floor of the mouth looks fine. The patient doesn't have his tonsils. The tonsils have been removed. The pharynx, let me see. Put your tongue down, just there we go. And it looks fine. Next, I'm going to test the patient's gag reflex. You can open your mouth for me. Okay, and the gag reflex is intact. Can you stick out your tongue for me? Okay, that was good. Next, I'm going to palpate the lymph nodes. I'm going to start with the preauricular. And the lymph node shouldn't be palpable. If it was, that could be a sign of infection or anything or something like that. Preauricular, postauricular, occipital, tonsillar. Okay, submental, submandibular. Okay, then the superficial cervical, posterior cervical. Okay, and then the deep cervical, and then the subclavicular. No lymph nodes are palpable, which is a good sign. Next, I'm going to just test the range of motion of the neck. I'm going to have you to put your chin to your chest, and then we're going to hyperextend the neck. Here we go. Ear to chest. Ear to shoulders. Ear to shoulders. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm going to get you to raise your. Okay, he did. He raised his shoulders good against resistance, so that's a good sign. Next, I'm going to get you to take a sip of water, and with this, when I tell you to swallow, this is just going to be me trying to assess and palpate the trachea and the thyroid to make sure that it's in its normal position. Okay. You can take a sip of water. Okay, take another sip for me. Okay. The trachea is in its normal position. The thyroid is in its normal position also. Okay, next I'm going to palpate the carotid pulse. Just by looking at the neck, I don't see any pulsations or anything. So next I'm going to go ahead with the palpation on each side one at a time. Okay. Okay, and they're equal on both sides. Next, I'm going to listen to the carotid artery for any bruits or anything like that. I'm going to listen to it with the bell. Okay, and no bruits or anything was noted. If I was to hear any bruits or anything, then it could mean that the carotid artery was a little closed off and it needed for a further assessment. So next I'm going to go ahead and look at the posterior wall of the chest. You can just lean over there to this side so you get a good view of it. Yeah, no, turn around. All right, there we go. First, we're going to start off just by inspecting the posterior chest wall to make sure everything is good and looking at the lateral sides of it too, and it appears to be symmetrical on both sides. Next, we're going to go ahead just with the palpation to make sure the patient doesn't feel any pain. Just let me know if you feel any pain, okay?
Okay. All right, no pain.
Okay, the patient said that he doesn't feel any pain with the palpation. So next, we're gonna assess for the tactile firmities, and with this, we'll say the number. I'm gonna get the patient to say the number 99, and I should feel equal vibrations on both sides. Okay. Say the number 99 for me.
99.
Okay.
99. 99.
Okay.
99.
Mhm.
And 99.
The vibrations were felt on both sides, and they were pretty equal on both sides. So next, we're gonna go ahead with the percussion of the chest. Okay, and that was good. Nothing abnormal was noted. Resonant sounds, which is good. Okay, so next I'm going to listen to the patient's breath sounds. Just take some deep breaths for me, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, his lung sounds were normal, no wheezing, no crackles or anything was noted. You can come back around to this side now. Okay, so next we're going to be inspecting the arms. I'm going to start by inspecting them to make sure they're symmetrical and even on both sides, which they are. Next I'm going to go just with the palpation to make sure the patient doesn't feel any pain and make sure I don't feel any bulging or anything like that noted on his arms. Do you feel any pain? Okay, that's good. Next, I'm going to go ahead and just start with palpating the arteries. I'm going to start with the brachial. And they're equal on both sides. Next, we're going to go down to the radial. They're equal on both sides. And then the ulnar. Okay, they're equal on both sides. I'm going to assess the patient's capillary refill. Okay. Capillary refill is less than 3 seconds. Next, I'm going to get the patient to, going to put your arms above your head. Okay, and behind. Hyperextending them. Okay. That's good. Next, we're going to rotate the wrist, extending the wrist also. Okay. Next, we're going to test the range of motion. Well, we already tested the range of motion of the wrist. That's what the patient doing this. We're going to assess the elbows also, just flexing and extending it. Okay, now just raise them up and try to pull them down. Okay, now push them down. Okay, that's good. The patient has good muscle strength. Next we're going to assess the fingers. Just make sure your thumb touch each finger for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now that's good. Now make a fist for me. Extend the fingers. Okay, and that's good. And then we're going to do the nose test. You know the nose test? We're gonna,
Oh yeah.
yeah. And then just speed it up for me. That's good. Next, I'm going to place an object in the patient's hand, and that's the sterognosis test. And he can just tell me what the object is, okay?
Okay.
You can close your eyes for me. All right. Okay. All right, just feel it and let me know what that is.
It's a quarter.
Okay, that's good. And you can let me know what this one is.
And it's a lighter.
Okay, that's good. Next, you can keep your eyes closed, and I'm going to draw a number in your hand, and just let me know what that number is, okay?
Okay. A 7.
Yes, that's good.
And 0.
Okay, that's good. And that was the graphesthesia test, and he did good on both of those. Next, we're going to do the reflexes, the biceps, triceps, and the brachium. So just do that arm like that. Okay. Just let the arm hang a little bit. We get on this side, and I should see the triceps muscle flex a little. Okay. Okay. Next, we're going to do the brachium. Okay. I'm sorry. That was the biceps. Triceps is on the back, and then this one was the biceps. That's good. I seen it flex. And then next we're gonna do the brachium. Just coming down on that same side that the thumb is on. Okay, that's good. Reflexes are 2+. I'm gonna go ahead and do this other side. You can come a little closer. Yeah. Just letting that arm hang a little. I'm gonna do the triceps. That's good. Okay, just do that arm. We're gonna do the biceps. Okay, and the brachial. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm going to get the patient to go ahead and just lay down. I'm gonna move some of this stuff out your way. There we go. There we go. With the patient laying down, I'm just gonna look at the look to see how the chest wall is. That's the first thing that we're inspecting here. Make sure that it's symmetrical on both sides. Make sure that the rib cage or anything is not bulging out, because sometimes it can mean the patient may have like problems with their breathing. Well, even while he's laying down, his breathing is fine. The chest walls appears to be symmetrical on both sides, and we're just going to do a light palpation to make sure that the patient doesn't feel any pain with that. Any pain? Okay. And with the palpation, I'm also assessing for any thrills, any pulsations, or any heaves that I might feel on the chest wall. And I don't feel that. And then just feeling the point of maximal impulse. I can feel the point of maximal impulse. Okay. Next, we're going to go ahead and auscultate the heart sounds. I'm going to start with the diaphragm by listening to them first, and then we'll move on to using the bell to assess for any murmurs or groups or anything. I'm going to start with the aortic. Okay, pulmonic. Then we're going to move down to the tricuspid. Okay, then we're going to listen to the mitral. Okay. Using the diaphragm of the stethoscope, the lung sounds were good. They were strong and steady. I mean, not the lung sound, the heart sounds. They were good. They were strong and steady. Nothing abnormal really noted about it. Now I'm going to listen to the heart sounds using the bill of the stethoscope to assess for any heart murmurs or bruits. Using the aortic. Okay, pulmonic. Tricuspid. And the mitral. No heart murmurs or anything noted. Normal S1 and S2 sounds noted within the heart. So then we're going to move down to the abdomen. And with the abdomen, we want to first start off by inspecting it to make sure that it's symmetrical on both sides. And it is. No pulsations or anything noted. That his abdomen is flat, it's not distended. No signs of a hernia noted. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead with auscultation. And then also with the abdomen, I said no peristalsis. His abdomen is of a normal color. It's symmetrical on both sides. Auscultating the bowel sounds now. Okay, his bowel sounds are normal, active in all four quadrants. Next, I'm going to go ahead, while I'm in the abdomen section, we're going to listen to the renal arteries and the aortic to make sure that no bruits or anything are noted with it. I'm going to use the bill of the stethoscope when listening to the arteries. And the renal arteries are located on the opposite side of the umbilicus. And then the aortic is noted above the umbilicus using the bill of the stethoscope. Okay. No bruits or anything noted in the arteries. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a light palpation to make sure the patient doesn't feel any pain. Just let me know if you feel pain, okay?
Okay. No pain. Nothing. Nothing.
Okay, no pain was felt with the light palpation. Next, we're going to go ahead and do a deep palpation. Okay, well, that's good. No abnormal findings noted with the abdomen. Everything looks good. Next, I'm going to go on the right side and try to palpate the patient's liver. Just going to go under the rib cage. Okay, and I can't palpate the liver. If I was able to palpate it, that would mean that the liver is probably enlarged. Maybe the patient has cirrhosis or anything, but it would cause for a further assessment, a further investigation of the liver. But everything looks fine. Okay, so next I'm going to go ahead with the lower extremities. You can go back further some on the bed. There you go. Just going to look at the lower extremities. I'm going to raise the pants leg. Okay. First, I'm going to start by just inspecting the lower extremities. And both of them are symmetrical. Nothing abnormal really noted. Just by inspecting. Next, I'm also going to palpate the popliteal arteries. Okay, and they're equal on both sides. Next, I'm going to do the dorsalis pedis. Okay, and the posterior tibial. Okay, and the pulses are strong and steady, equal on both sides. I would say they're about a 2+. Just by looking at his legs, I also want to assess for any edema, any swelling of the extremities, and no swelling or anything noted on neither leg. Everything looks fine. So next, I'm going to assess the patient's range of motion of the legs. I'm going to get you to raise the leg to about a 90-degree angle for me. That's good. We're going to do each one. All right, that's good. Next, we're going to do a knee chest of your legs. Okay, and you just do the other one for me. Okay, the patient can extend the legs perfectly good. Next, we're going to try it from side to side. So you can adduct, then abduct the legs. Okay, then we're just going to go in. There we go. Okay, that was good. Next, I'm going to get you to flex and dorsiflex your ankles for me. There we go. And then you're going to go up, and then you just go put them down, just like that. Okay, now try to push them up. Okay, and push them down. Okay, good. The patient has good strength in the lower extremities and the ankles. Next, I'm going to assess the make sure that his legs can rotate in and rotate out, and you just put your feet in. Okay, and put them out. Okay, which is good. Okay, that's good. Next, I'm going to test. You can sit on the side. Well, before you do that, let me test the Babinski reflex. Just, you can stay right there. Just going to test the Babinski reflex by starting at the end of this and just doing a light touch of and putting it up. You got it on, there you go. Okay, and the patient, his feet did move down a little bit, which is a normal finding. If the patient's feet was to flex outward, then that would be an abnormal finding. I'm going to do both sides of them. Okay, and that's good. He did the same thing with this one also. So now you can just sit. You can just sit right here again. Next, I'm going to test the patellar reflex. There we go. Okay. And his legs kind of move forward, which is a normal finding on both of them. The reflexes are normal. Okay, next I'm gonna do the Achilles. Okay. His reflexes are normal, about a 2+ on each one. Good reflexes. Next, I'm going to get you to rub your foot down your shin on both sides. There we go. Good cerebellar function. We're rubbing the shin down. Next, I'm going to get you to stand up for me. Okay. You can stand right here with the camera. And I'm going to get you to walk towards. You can stand. Yeah, you can stand right here. I'm going to get you to walk towards there on your tippy toes. That's good. Okay, then I'm going to get you to walk back on your heel. Okay, that's good. And while you're doing this, I'm going to get the patient to lean over. And while the patient is leaning over, I'm assessing his spine to make sure it's not curved or anything. No swing or anything noted with his spine. Next, you can just touch your feet for me. That's good. Okay, you can stand up now from side to side. I'm gonna do each side. Okay, and go back for me. Okay, that's good. Can you hop on one leg and then can you hop on one leg for me? And then we're gonna go back by hopping on the other one. Okay, that was good. And go back. Okay, that's good. Okay, you can sit down. You can still stand up for me. Next, we're gonna perform the Romberg test, and you just close your eyes and just when the patient closes their eyes, just observe for any swaying or anything like that. He had a little swaying, but it wasn't a lot to the point where he was about to fall over. If it was, then I would if that would cause for further investigation also. But he passed the Romberg test, which is a good sign. Everything was normal. You can go ahead and sit down. I think that completes the exam. Any questions?
No questions.
Okay.